Yes, people, what is going on? Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal FC fan. I'm joined by AD, a Liverpool fan.
You know what, boy? Season's over for me, man. So I'm in the studio. I'm literally in the studio. I'm going to give you guys a rhythm every week. It might hit, it might not hit. We'll see in it. Carcass is meant to fly, hands up and touch the sky. La, la, let's sing so high. Let's do this one more time. Listen, I'm in the game, man. Do, 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 do.
You know when you are at the football vibe stage of the season.
Literally, bro. Literally, it's a free for all. It's a free for all. I tell you that.
Wow, and I'm joined by Rubinho, a Manchester United fan.
Manchester forever, whatever the weather. These streets are our own. Forget North London, man. It's all about the boys in red, the true boys in red, or as we call once again, the dance floor is open, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm back, ready for business. Let's go.
Wow.
I can't believe that, PR.
I can't believe it.
I'm back.
I can't believe it.
And better than ever. Oh, man. Let's go. Let's go, people. And finally,
on the
hold
wing.
tight the 3-point collectors.
Wait there, Robbie. We haven't done it yet.
Hold tight the 3-point collectors.
Also joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
Listen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Ooh.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It stops right there. 15 league goals conceded in 2005. It will never be beaten. It will never be topped. The greatest defensive record in Premier League history set by John Terry and Ricardo Carvalho and Petr Cech. Yeah? Don't ever disrespect the records that have been set. Because we're here in January and nobody's touching it. Let's go.
Why? Who conceded their 15th goal or whatever it was, 16th goal?
That team in North London.
You were there live and fresh. It's the Arsenal FC.
Oh, what? We've hit double figures? I didn't realize. Fair enough. Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. As we've said here, we are live. And some people are back from the dead, literally from the grave. They've come back after their wins. Okay. We're going to discuss. We're going to get into it, into the nitty gritty. But I don't know. Have you lot got a quick surprise highlight of the week? Is there anything that we got to add? Not football related as such, like scoreline wise.
I've entered the new decade, people. That's the big highlight for me. Yes.
He's on the third floor. There he is.
Wow.
There he is indeed. Happy birthday to Rubinho, man. 30.
Cheers.
You know what I'm saying?
33 is
3-0.
That is
Big 3-0.
Big 3-0, man. We're all getting older. So what, Rubinho?
Unk.
AD, how old are you?
It don't matter.
It don't matter. Fair. I hear that.
Yeah, one above. He's one step.
Incredible scenes.
That's crazy, you know.
Incredible scenes. I think we should just get straight into the comment section. To be fair,
Whoa! He's the only one with a highlight.
Have you got one?
Yeah, I went to the cinema and I went and saw Marty Supreme. Guys, if you haven't tapped in, tap in, man. Tap in. Timothy Chalamet's doing great work. But, should we move it to the comments?
We can get there, my friend. We can get there.
All right. Miraculous Miri says, good evening to the greatest football podcast to air on a Monday night when I have a question. Are the ceiling and floor mutually exclusive or can one be raised without the other being lowered? Yeah, I think of course one can be raised without the other being lowered. Yes. What kind of question is that?
You know what he's getting at. Oscar, read between the lines, man.
That's what's Madueke related.
He says, I'm talking in terms of the quality of the Premier League. We've seen these terms of ceiling and flooring be banding about. Like, can one be better than can one increase without the other decreasing? Yes.
I don't think it's the case this season.
Oh, what do you think is not the case this season? Explain.
I think both are moving at the same time. So to Mirad's point, can the ceiling go high with the floor just staying as it is, or vice versa? Can the floor go lower? I guess with the ceiling still staying the same. Whereas this season, I think, you know what, we have to give credit. What we first thought was a poor league, I genuinely think the bottom teams are better, and the top teams are better. Well, Arsenal's better than last year. Maybe Villa and Arsenal are probably the only two top teams, to be fair. So maybe the argument might be that the ceiling has stayed the same, but the floor has certainly risen. No doubt about it.
Yeah, but I don't think. I think they are mutually exclusive. I think they fluctuate. I think obviously one affects the other. So yeah, they're going to affect each other. But I think the ceiling could get worse and the floor could get worse, or vice versa, or the other way around, or a mix of combinations.
Definitely, the floor's definitely risen.
The best logic for me when it comes to judging the ceiling of the Premier League in particular is looking at the Champions League, seeing how well those teams are doing there. When you look at it, it then gives you a better gauge of like, okay, how well are these teams really? Like, how good are they really? And when you see, Crystal Palace competing in the Conference League, if they go on and win that, it does change how you view them a little bit.
I think that's where my comment comes from, because in the Champions League, Newcastle and Tottenham, I swear, are in the top 8.
Oh, I don't care about group stage. Group stage will be 9.
No, but like it counts for something. When you consider the teams that are not in the top 8, it really does count for something. Like the fact that, and especially teams that are doing badly in the Premier League this year, Newcastle and Tottenham, they're doing really bad this year. And yet in the
that's why I don't think it means as much. I think once we get to the knockout,
8 of 24.
Oh, Pete, you know that whole group is a bunch of rubbish.
No, we'll find out on Wednesday.
How far you can wash it? I don't know. You're being too.
I'm watching it. Dismissive. I'm watching the Champions League group stage. I don't really rate it, but
I love it. I love it, man. I think it's top tier.
No, I'm not talking about its entertainment value. I mean, I think it's trash.
No, I mean the table. I think the structure is perfect.
Yeah, but do you think the structure is good for like what we're talking about now in terms of judging the quality of a team?
Not necessarily, but to be fair, it does.
I think his point is that the fact that we have currently, I think all of the Premier League teams in the top 8. I think.
City's
City.
But the fact that City are not.
If all 5 go into the round of 16 and avoid the playoffs, that's a good showing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll see. Good question.
Man, getting to the top 16 ain't great, but top 8 is serious.
I think the one-off games. Yeah, go on, Oscar.
I don't know. Miraculous Muri gave this comment, which is kind of about teams in the Premier League ambiguously. I was expecting him to talk about the champions elect, but maybe we'll get onto that topic.
We'll get there.
Funny
you can't say we'll get there because he does it every week. Every week he's talking about Arsenal. Now today we don't want to talk about Arsenal. We want to talk about the Premier League in general.
Also, like I said, read between the lines, man. I think Murad is talking about Arsenal specifically.
But to Murad's point, right? Let's just call a spade a spade. Arsenal's top goal scorer is on 5. We are in a Premier League compactor. This league, not in a hate away. If you win your league, you win your league, fantastic. But it's been an abomination. Look at the state of Liverpool, Man City, for crying out loud. Look at the state of them. Can't we put 2 wins together?
Yeah, I can't lie. It's stinky, man. It's stinky. Baraka is in the building. He says, big up to the Top 4 podcast to air on a Monday night when this weekend's Hate Watch was really immaculate. I can't lie. I was enthralled. The Hate Watch has got me, man. Shout out David. He says, big up Top 4. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I got 46 points on FPL. What did your teams get? All right, guys. I had a stinker. Esteval, 13 points on my bench. Disgusting.
Smelly.
And yeah, do you know who I had? Do you know who I had on the pitch?
Voltamada.
Well, yeah, him. Yes, shocking.
Voltamada, I was like, wow.
He didn't even start. But Haaland didn't even start. It's disgusting. And I had your boy Pedro Neto.
Whoa, yeah, you asked for that. What's he doing on your side?
Because I just think, I thought Chelsea played Brentford at home last week. We played Palace this week. Like these are games we should score goals in, and we did score goals in both games. I thought maybe he'd get a couple. No, not even an assist.
That's wishful thinking, man. Wishful
I'll
thinking.
be honest, yeah. So I got 45. Same issue as you, Oscar, right? So I had Haaland. I captained Haaland. He got me 2 points, right? I had Ekatike in there. But what I did want to save this weekend is I had 2 transfers free this weekend. But I thought I'll hold it. I'll save it for 3. And the reason I saved it is if Arsenal lost on the weekend,
Which they did.
I'm taking all 3 of those Arsenal players out of there. It's the first thing I'm doing. So I've got 3 transfers next week, and all 3 of them are going to be Arsenal transfers. All 3.
Do you think that's a good idea? Do you think that's a good idea?
I think it is. I think it is a good idea.
I'll allow it.
Because in the last 7 games in the Premier League, like 7 match weeks, how many points do you think Arsenal players are getting? Not many. We're conceding and we're not scoring.
Yeah, come on. You'll get them. David says, I hate my team. He also says, this habit of ruining my weekends needs to stop. Adrian,
Yeah.
do you have a response for David?
This is the first weekend. It's been truly ruined now. But you're top of the league.
4 points clear at the top of the league. You're top of the Champions League group. This habit of ruining my weekends. I'm sorry. Woe is me. I'm not going to sit here and cry for you. You're in a League Cup semi-final. You've dropped points in 1 game. Like, get over it.
No, this has been a bad run. Like Arteta's hit his annual 3-game slump, certainly.
This
Certainly
habit of ruining my weekends needs to stop. Have you spoke to a West Ham fan?
Oscar, there's context, mate. There's context. We'll get into it. We'll get into it.
You know a Spurs fan. You know any of them.
We'll get into it.
All human beings.
But Spurs and West Ham fans chose evil. They chose pain. They chose this life. Yeah. They chose this life.
They chose it, and they're upset with their choice. Arsenal fans chose. They're not getting any of that lately. I'm ready. Guys, I'm ready. This is Top 4 podcast. I'm ready. Uber everywhere. Nat, he says Bun Spain. I don't know why he said Bun Spain.
I know why he said Bun Spain. I got that straight away.
I'll give it to Zuba Mendy.
I got that straight away.
He said, what are you most thankful for currently? For me, it's family.
I guess, like I said earlier, I've done 30 years on this planet.
Robin's birthday, man. I'm thankful for Robin. I'm thankful that he's in another chapter of life. Big up him.
Definitely.
No. Yeah.
That's the main thing for me. Obviously, family and all that good stuff. And the Top 4 podcast.
It's gotta be my wife, man, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to butter the bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Last one from Baraka. He says, with the Super Bowl opponents confirmed, will Seattle remember to run the ball if they are at the 1 yard line?
Let me tell you something. On the weekend, let me tell you something right now. The Seahawks against the Rams was the Super Bowl. That match was outstanding. Oscar, have you seen it?
No.
Oh my days!
I've had a stinker. I've locked out of NFL the whole year.
You can't, bro. You can't.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Compared to Denver versus the Pats, let me tell you something right now. That was smelly.
All right.
7-10 in a whole game of football.
Well, the NFL was in the Final Four, but this is not.
Wait.
NFL podcast.
Oh, okay.
This is the Top 4 podcast, and before we get into the main action, the main attraction, we have one more person, Peter, for you to welcome to the stage.
He's back live. He's back live.
My tag team partner, easy.
He's back live and direct, ladies and gents. It's Ernest, a Manchester United fan, in the building.
Yo,
lads, don't call it a comeback. I've been waiting.
7 seconds away. He's been waiting. He's been in the cut. Guys, also don't forget, we're live from the Hill Dickey, Everton versus Leeds United, Monday Night Football. Is anyone watching the game? Has anyone got their eyes on that?
I do have the game, but I'm not watching it. I can't lie to you. The first 15 minutes have bored me.
Correct me if I'm wrong. So this weekend's fixtures is the round 1 reverse fixture, right?
Yep.
Arsenal went to the Old Trafford. I'm pretty sure we were here on the first pod of the season with Leeds Everton on a Monday night. I'm pretty sure of it.
All right. Well,
Okay, nobody remembers. That's fine.
I mean, we. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay,
I think
that's fine.
I think we're saying the same thing that we said on game week 1. Yeah.
Every time it's Leeds, West Ham, Bournemouth, Everton. Those are the picks for a Monday night football. It's just on rotation.
I don't mind that because I don't think Monday night football should be top teams.
Blockbuster. Yeah.
I think they make Sundays great again. Sunday needs to be what it was yesterday. That's what it needs to be. It needs to be the best teams or the most entertaining games Sunday afternoon.
The
I can
biggest
mention an
teams,
El Clasico on a Monday night. Who's watching that?
I've seen an El Clasico midweek at 10 p.m. bro. Kickoff.
If it's
Let me
Champions
tell
League,
you.
then I hear it. But yeah,
No, I'm talking about La Leagues. You know what I mean? And bear in mind, them men they're on an hour ahead, or they're an hour behind.
But Spanish football, I've discovered, is very weird. It's just because they can't play in the heat. That's just that chance why it's so late.
Bro, man's telling me Sevilla and Real Betis have to play at 11 p.m. in the summer. Nah,
That's ridiculous.
insane.
Peter, are you stalling?
Nah, let's get to it, man. Let's freaking get to it. Let's get into the nitty gritty.
Talk to us about Spanish terrain. We got to have a Spanish terrain.
It was a top 4 podcast derby where Arsenal 2, Manchester United 3. Carrick's at the wheel, ladies and gentlemen. Boys, Carrick, I love the name there, Ernest. Carrick on there, as well as hashtag Team Hater. I want to hear your opinions first because, guys, I've got a rant that I got lengthy that I want to get off my chest. But before we do into that, let's talk about the game first. Let's talk about the team that won first. Take it away.
Robin, you're dressed up better than me, so you should go first.
Robin has come from Carrington now.
Oh, best believe, Robin, I copped the black hit today. Have you seen the price on ManUtd.com?
Oh, it's high. It's high.
£60 for the authentic. I grabbed it this morning.
Oh, that's a good deal.
That's fantastic.
What's that? January sale?
That's
smart from United. Because
very smart.
You know, Bear Man are buying that.
That's a sensational deal. But I want
there's a training jacket as well that went for
the training jacket I saw
110 or 120 to like 77. I grabbed
Was it the one that they wore on the walkout? Because when I saw that, I need that one. I need that one.
Guys. Man United won 2 games on the spin. He went straight to shop.com.
I was gonna say, don't let that one slide, guys. Don't let Robin's kit. He's got the kit. He's got the shirt and the jacket retro on top. Don't let that slide, guys. Let's not let that slide.
If I was swag surfing at the Emirates, I'd do it too, man.
Swag surfing. Okay. Robinho, talk to me, man. What did you think? What did you make of Manchester United?
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this game. Because before this game, I said in the group chat that this was going to be a draw because there's always something about Manchester United versus Arsenal. It's never a simple game. And I just thought that, you know what, we can get something out here. And a point is a great result against Arsenal. Let's take this back. But as the game went on, first 20 minutes was all Arsenal. I think they were having the ball, just passing it left, right, and centre, and we were struggling, particularly in the midfield. The pressure was very high from them. And if it wasn't for Senil Armans, I would say that we would have conceded quite early on. And then, obviously, they got their first goal, deflection of Martinez, which is, unfortunate, but it happens. But I would literally say from this point onwards, it was all Man United. I would literally say that from point, because there was 2 chances from Fernandes. Yeah, Fernandes and Mbeumo both times trying to get, and then it just went offside. But then let's talk about your Spanish Superman from that. What's the land he's from? Where is he from again? It's up northwest. It's actually
west.
San Sebastian.
Yeah, the San Sebastian. Yeah, where is he from? Now, if you have no pressure on the board, you would think that the passing would be fluid. You would think it'd be easy, just pass back to your left back, to your right back, to your goalkeeper. I kid you not. When I saw that, I literally said, "What the hell are you doing?" And he's not my player. And then and Mbeumo just tucks it away. 1-1. Cool. Back into it. Don't think anything else happened first half. Then second half. And I had to learn the brother's name because he made me stand up. He made me stand up. Patrick Chenaza Ekpere Dorgu from Denmark, ladies and gentlemen, put the ball in the toppest of bins. Vedbar. Since when was he? Since when was he Gareth Bale? Since when was he George Best? I could not tell you, but yeah, Rockets. Goal of the season, by the way. Goal of the season. There's nothing beating that. I cannot fathom anything else that would beat that. 2-1, and then passing the left, right, and Arsenal when they made the 4 changes, I felt something. I was like, okay, are they panicking here? Are they trying to get all of the pressure onto Man United? Comes back to 2-2, and then Cunha. Oh, he might be Brazilian, guys. He just might be, because that was another fantastic finish. Nothing but screamers, guys. I have been smiling, nothing but smiling at this team because they have brought joy in the last week from the Man City game. Because I even wanted to hear last week, and we put Shirky to bits, and he was trying to get revenge on us, and he wants to kill us. Now we're doing the same thing to Rice and Co. I was like, okay, Carrick, is this the ball we can play? And then I thought about this morning because it's 3 weeks to the day since Amarim has been let go, and I have not suffered.
3 to the day.
3 weeks to this day. I have not suffered.
Amarim is such a criminal, man. It took him 35 games. It took him 35 games to go back-to-back wins in the Premier League, and Carrick's done it in 2 games.
Damn.
35. That's as long as a season. That's a Premier League season, guys. Just to get 2 back-to-back wins.
Guys, you don't believe how happy I am.
Oscar said hire him and sack him again.
Yeah, man. Yeah, call him
again.
Call him up. Say, in this moment, you have to get sacked.
In this moment.
We've got a comment from Endo. He says, first time catching the pod live in 2026. Big up, Peter. I know this result stings, bro. You hate Manchester United as much as me, but to lose to them at home, you're seething.
Bro, I can't believe I'm staring at that scoreline on the banner. Like, after the game, like I said to you lot in the group chat, I'm speechless. That was the last I spoke.
Guys, that was the last word. The last word
I've done. That was at what 6:25 or something like that evening yesterday. I've not said a word. I have not taken in anything. No media, no frigging content. I can't. Guys, I was watching.
Guess what, Pete? I've taken in all the content.
You have. I bet you
all
have.
the content.
I bet you
generational head losses from troops, Turkish.
I can't do it. No, I can't do it.
Who else is there? Who else are the big ones? Lee Gunner.
Lee Gunner.
Delicious stuff.
Lee Judges.
I can't do it to myself. I couldn't do that yesterday. And today I couldn't do it.
Last night, I was like, look, Monday's a big day at work. Need to get a good night's sleep. But let me just one more video.
1 a.m. He's still going. 1 a.m. He's still going.
2:34.
Bro, I went to bed at like 11:30. I didn't sleep till 1 a.m. I was rolling.
Lawless. No, there's no way I'm consuming any content.
Listen,
nothing. Not even like no official channels. Like not even like The Guardian, The Athletic. None of them guys. No one.
Worst feeling ever.
I've not watched a damn thing. No Sky Sports. None of that. I saw Neville come downstairs into the studio. I said, "That's enough of that." I said, "Literally, there was just no way. There's no way. There's no way for him to say the same thing he keeps saying everywhere." No, I couldn't. So I haven't touched any. All I've done has been me and my thoughts. Literally, concerning this game.
Right, I'm done for now. Ernie, your turn.
I'll be honest with you, yeah. The hype about the game has died down a bit for me. It's more so just like seeing Arsenal fans in turmoil, yeah. Like Oscar knows, there's nothing I love. I cuss United all the time, yeah. But there's nothing in this world I love more than depressed Arsenal fans. It just does something to my soul, yeah.
Crack, man. It's crack.
It's the Oscar. It's crack. It's crack cocaine. Because I'm honest, yeah, I respect the institution, but the fan base, Christ above. Like my favorite. There's been funnier things than this one, yeah. Than the memes and stuff we've seen. But the cherry on top of the cake was Monsieur Arsène Wenger.
Oh, has he said something?
He said something.
There's one thing I've got. If one person I've got time for in all circumstances is Mr. Le Professeur.
No.
Listen, what he said about Carrick. What he said about Carrick.
No. You know what, Robin? You know what, Robin? There's a chance that we can get carried away with what he said about Carrick, innit?
I know.
So, I don't even want to talk about that too much because we'll get onto that. Yeah? And obviously, I like how since I've not been around, maybe I'm the problem. Time has been fantastic on top 4, so
Let's see.
I know I'm the problem. Yeah. So he basically said what's been on my mind the last 12 months. Arsenal being top of the league is an indictment on the Premier League. I think that if your top goal scorers have 5 goals, if your attack consists of Saka, Trossard, Gyökeres, Eze, Madueke, and you rely on set pieces, then we need to stop. We need to stop. We just need to stop. Because Adrian, you were here when a certain David Sonoga, who was away at work, was telling me about how many goals Gyökeres needs to score. And I said, where are the other guys?
What was the number of curiosity?
I forgot.
Is it like a third of his target? Bloody hell.
Put it this way, for context, Manchester United.
Can I sit on that comment that Wenger said there? Because guys, that's hit me. No, the comment that Ernest just gave that Wenger said. That spiel there is hitting me in ways I did not think.
Pete, what he said, because
that's not even a half of it.
I'm adding a bit of like.
Where's this? Be in Sport.
He was on being.
I've got to download.
He basically said, and I haven't watched the full analysis he gave. It was a minute clip that's going around, yeah. So he said the styles of football we saw were illustrative of the 2 types of teams on display. And I said, God of heaven. He said Man United had technical cohesion, and the style of football that Arsenal played was, power, scruffy, especially for that second goal. I said, So even the OG doesn't respect the style. And this is what I've harped on for the whole year. I have no problem with a man winning the league. What I don't like is the tastemakers of the Prem dictating to other teams what good football was like and having to endure this and telling us it's good. I'm not with that. I think Arsenal won the league. But I remember when Luke Shaw went to the Emirates, we were wearing the white kit, and Saka stabbed him, ripped his chest open, stabbed him again. That left foot shot went across goal. I said, good God, these lot are ripping us up. So yesterday, my cousin turned 5. I went to a K-pop Demon Hunters birthday party. Hilarious stuff.
Demon Hunters is massive.
Bro.
I can't lie. Good film, but I digress.
Bro. There was a woman who came that my auntie had hired to come and be the MC for the day. She was dressed as one of the characters. These girls were going mad. Yeah. So I said to my uncle, yeah, Pete, he's the one I told you to shout out at one of the games at the Emirates.
Okay.
I said, Uncle Steve, like, when is this done? Because we gotta watch this game. He said, bro, I have no idea.
One of them ones.
So I'm coming. I'm leaving leaving the rave, and then I jump to the train. I switched my phone off from Rickmansworth to Willesden Green. I'm watching this game. Yeah,
Well, Metropolitan line.
I got to Willesden, so I missed. You know when people say the first 20 minutes Arsenal were dominant, I missed all of that. So I got to Willesden Green when Dorgu had just scored, and then I watched the second half when I got home. So I'm watching the game thinking 2-1, and then my phone goes off and it says Arsenal have not had a shot from the 80th minute to the 50th. I said, God of heaven, this is at the Emirates? I couldn't believe it.
Emirati.
I could not believe it, what was happening there. So anyway, by the time you lot equalized, I thought, oh, this is dead. I'll take a draw, but this is dead. And then the guy I've been cussing for weeks shows me that there's some Brazilian blood. Wax it. I said, bruv, obviously, man's top Florida, so I can't jump around too much. Bro, I was gassed. To this, bruv, I watched Match of the Day. First time in like 2 years I've watched Match of the Day. Yeah. I watched just like Oscar. I didn't sleep. I was on AFTV happily. Oh my God. But for me, like all of that aside, I think if I was an Arsenal fan, yeah, I would be so conflicted because Endo, I watched some of them highlights 4 times. Different angles, pause. It was mad. Do you know what I mean? So my whole thing was like,
you didn't need to say that.
Nah, it was. I got to clear my mind. Do you know what I mean?
It was lingering. It was lingering. You have to make sure. You have to get out of the touch.
You know, so my whole conclusion of the game was, if I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm conflicted because this is trash. This is poor. I'm like, we're not gonna rewrite the rules because Arsenal ain't won the league in 22 years. I thoroughly enjoyed Leicester 2016 more than I'm watching these lot now, and they're going to win the league. They are going to win the league. I had to watch PSG play some hoops last year. Top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League currently is Arsenal Football Club. Their top goal scorer has got 5 goals. This is nasty.
Joint second place, 4 goals, own goal.
This is nasty. Man United have 2 less goals than Arsenal this season.
And look what we've been.
What are we on? So, Pete, floor is yours, man.
I really don't want to get into it, man. I really don't, because I can't lie. Somebody mentioned that if I was seething, guys, I was spitting blood. Because, as you know, I hate Manchester United with everything that's in me. And it's not even a case of, like for some people, they hate certain teams because they hate the fan base, they hate this, that, and the other. Nothing to do with your fan base, guys. I don't like a lot of them, but it's nothing to do with them. Ferguson, Keane, Giggs, Sheringham, Van Nistelrooy, Beckham, Scholes, Neville's, both of them, Schmeichel, they ruined my childhood. Yeah. When I was first an Arsenal fan, my team won the double in 98. And then I had to watch Man United win 3 trophies the next year. And all of them preventable, right? They beat Tottenham on the last day in the Premier League to win the title. Of course, Tottenham weren't going to do anything for us that day. I saw them against us in the semi-final of the FA Cup when Bergkamp missed the penalty. He never took one again after that. I saw Bayern Munich, how they even got past Juventus was the other thing. You know what I mean? But to beat Bayern Munich at the Camp Nou, it's those are, guys, I was 9 years old. Those are scars that don't leave at that age. Then I watched them go win the league the next year by 20 points in 2000, the best Man United team I think I've ever seen. Then they did it again in 2001. Then I had to wait again for the double. Then United won it again in 03. Then they won 06, 07, 08 with another Champions League. Did they not win 11, 12? Taking my striker, 13, not 12, 13. So, understand the context here. and Sir Alex Ferguson. My goodness, there was a guy I would like to throw. It would have been him in the first place. But anyway, I digress.
Hey, yo.
Listen. This game has been coming. This game has been coming. It's been in the post. It's been in the post, this game. The difference was I thought this was going to come in the typical fashion like it does every year, where West Ham at home, you lose 2-0 because of stuff like this. You know, maybe Aston Villa at home, who are half decent, somebody will catch us out, home or away. Somebody's going to catch us out. The shock that it's Manchester United, you could have given me 20 bets from 20 different Premier League teams, and I would have not picked United in any of them because it can't be that United team. It cannot be. Not the United I've watched over the last 18 months, even under Ten Hag. This is not a team that is capable of beating Arsenal at the Emirates. At the Emirates, absolutely not. But rinse and repeat, this game was coming because what did I witness at Liverpool against Liverpool at home? What did I witness against Sean Dyche, Nottingham Forest last weekend? I keep repeating, I don't just say Nottingham Forest. I'm saying Sean Dyche, relegation fodder, Nottingham Forest. Yeah, we saw Wolves score 3 times at the Emirates and left with a 2-1 defeat, right? I saw us beat Brighton and I saw us beat Villa. But I kid you not, since the North London derby, maybe, we've had one decent Premier League game since then. So that's already alarming because the North London derby was the 26th of November, just for context. So I'm still not over those ones. Everybody on Sunday yesterday was horrendous to a man. Everybody was horrendous. Okay. I mean, you know, start of the day, Arsenal had won 8, drawn 1, and lost 1 of their last 10 Premier League home games versus Manchester United. Please, the last manager who beat us was Carrick at Old Trafford. I think the last one that beat us at the Emirates was Jose Mourinho. Context. Yeah. You see, and the funny thing is, the first 20 minutes that you lot are talking about where Arsenal were the better side, I was watching, I think I even put it in the chat. I said, this is when I see a Bruno Fernandes head loss, when he's getting rattled, this is perfect. This is what we need. We need Bruno Fernandes out of the game with his head not in the game, complaining about everything because he was complaining about, I think he took a shot and I think he thought like Saliba got the last touch, this, that, and the other. You go look at the replay, literally, Fernandes is the last one. So he's already going and he was going at the referee all 20 minutes, 30 minutes of that first half. And I thought, brilliant, we've got him where we want him. Carry on. My manager, okay, Dorgu scores what we call a world-class goal. Robin said goal of the season. You'd be hard-pressed to find one better. Handball, give or take. I've seen them given. I've seen them not given. I didn't bat an eyelid, really, if I'm honest, at the 1-0. I don't know if Oscar, you're talking, you're on mute.
Sorry, I said, which handball? You talking about the goal?
The Dorgu one, yeah. So, you know, give or take. I wasn't really mad about that at all. But after that, right, I think United then did United take the lead at 2-1?
Yeah, yes.
United take the lead at 2-1 with of course. Sorry, was that the Dorgu one? Was the 2-1? Wasn't it?
Dorgu's 2-1.
It was in Bournemouth at the 1-1.
I forgot another hospital pass to Zubimendi. Zubimendi's not excused. Just like he wasn't excused.
Because I thought the pass to him wasn't great.
But Ernest, I made this case for him.
Yeah.
Was it Spurs? Was that Spurs at home? There was another game where he's had a howler in the middle of the park. And I've said, I get all of that. He's 3'5". So if you're going to give him the ball, he's got to be able to do what he can, what he does best in the middle of the park.
Yes,
right?
he has to be in space.
He has to be in space.
He has to deal with that, though. He has to deal with that.
No.
That's why I said. That's why I said he's not excused. That's why I said he's not excused.
Okay,
But we cannot say that ball was not a hospital pass from Saliba.
Yeah.
What was that?
Did you guys, well, Pete, I know you didn't watch much of it, but Ernest, you said you watched Match of the Day. Did you guys see Wayne Rooney's analysis of that moment? He breaks down like the movement of the midfield when Saliba has the ball and how Zubimendi kind of does a lot of work to get in that position to give Saliba an outlet. He receives the ball, Arsenal play out, and then it comes back to Saliba again, and then Zubimendi's just in this sort of centre back adjacent position,
right back, centre back.
And he just fizzes it to him, and then like it was more to do. It was more to do with the structure of Arsenal's build up than
Scott, I'm telling you.
So
Every Zubimendi has made about 3 mistakes this season. Yeah, some costly, some not. I'm telling you now, it's not his fault he's in that position in the first place. It's not. We are frigging setting him up to dry over there, right? Because we're not a team with a defensive midfielder, really. We're not really that team. But then we're asking him to get us out of positions and out of places that are just frigging ridiculous to get them out of.
You've got one sitting anchor, then you've got one box to box. You don't have a Gattuso. No, you don't.
We don't have a Gattuso. We don't even have the Thomas Partey, that kind of thing, right? Anyway, so that happens, right? But then Ernest, Robinho, AD, Oscar. What was so? I was talking about Bruno Fernandez's head rattledness, right? Perfect, right where we want him. What's my manager gone and done after 58, 54 minutes? He's taken off 4. He's brought on 4. Now, the second half has just begun. Yeah. If you take and you have 10 outfield players, if you take 4 of them off, that's nearly half the pitch. Okay. So my first concerns were, you bring on 4 players, we have no cohesiveness whatsoever. There is no cohesion. In fact, you've just thrown the kitchen sink in the 55th minute of a game that we're 2-1 down in. Why are we doing this? Why have we panicked because United have gone 2-1 up? Just take time, relax. You're Arsenal, you're at home. You've beaten Man United many times. I've seen Man United score and we come back and win the game. I've seen it many times. So I don't know why we actually ended up doing that, right? So it just created all this confusion for no reason. And of course, what did we have? Once again, AD, what did we talk about a couple of weeks ago? Like for like. Like for like.
Wow.
This idea of brother, he brought on Eza, he brought on Marino, he took off Erdogan, he took off Zubimendi, right? He brought on Bren White, he took off Hincapié. And you know what he then did? Do you know how I knew this was a head loss moment? Because with 4 substitutions made, you're left with 1, aren't you?
Correct.
Who were the 2 players that we could have brought on in that second in the rest of the game? It was between Noni Madueke and Gabriel Martinelli. How Martinelli's got no minutes at home to Manchester United is jaw-breaking. It is. I'm dumbfounded by that situation, right? But let's have it right, yeah? Let's have it right. Arsenal, and by the way, Man United battered us, deserved to win the game, thoroughly deserved to win the game. So everything I'm saying about Arsenal is to take nothing away from Man United, okay? In the same vein, City were piss poor last week, and it should have been 6, 7, and 8 to Manchester United last weekend, right? This Arsenal's number one problem, 2 problems Arsenal have this season. We have no creativity whatsoever. And the second thing, the reason I think this is the cause of the no creativity, we are afraid of failing. We have a fear of failing. We do not take any risks whatsoever. Do you know how many times I've watched Alexis Sanchez, I've watched Mesut Ozil, I've watched Fabregas and Cazorla get intercepted because they tried to dare to do something.
Wow.
And they were the best players in our team because you know what? Guess what? 5 times out of 10, it pulled off. 5 times out of 10, it pulled off. We are the most I've never seen. We're like Keir Starmer. We're the most conservative liberals we've ever seen. It's unbelievable. I need a Donald Trump in this team. I need to invade. Go there and deal with these teams. Go out.
That's actually a bar, you know.
The thing is, Ernest, right? Man United in 2026 at left back have Luke Shaw, at right back have Diogo Dalot. They have Harry Maguire, whatever you want to say about him, and they've got a second choice goalkeeper in the back.
So someone actually tweeted today. He said, "Do you know how trash you have to be for United fans not to cast Dalot for 90 minutes?"
Come on. And the thing is, the point I'm making here, we do not exploit. Trump sees a weakness and he just goes and attacks. He just goes for it. We need to be more like that. When Liverpool come here toothless, why are they having more shots on target than we are? Why are we going
with no attacker?
With no striker, Ernest, and people didn't even know Gakpo was playing. So let's just say they had 9 men, because no one even knew Gakpo was on the pitch. We go to Sean Dyche, Nottingham Forest, and we can't score a goal. We can't score a goal against Dyche. Guys, we have to take these risks. We have to friggin' start penetrating, cutting through teams. These next few games, I need to see blood. I need it. because Arsenal are not going to win the league, unfortunately, like this. They're not. They're not going to do it.
I think you are, man.
This Manchester United result has to be a watershed moment today. It has to be. But Arteta has to go and take the boys out, get them out of training, forget your tactical business over that training, forget all the set piece training that I've constantly watched pre-match, and get them into a curry house and get them 15 pints a person, get them royally on it, freaking have a, because you know what, Ernest, right? These players need a father, because there's no leaders on this pitch. They need a father to actually take them over the line. That's what
I think this is the clearest example of a team being a reflection of the manager.
I don't agree, Ernest, and I'll tell you why. I would have agreed with you 100% had this been in every game, every competition this season. I've watched them at Inter tear them apart. I've watched them against Bayern Munich at home tear them apart. I've watched us against Atletico Madrid this year tear them apart. You saw what we did at Stamford Bridge last week. Our Chelsea got away with murder.
Did you see that first half of the Atletico game?
Sure. But it was. Listen, Atletico are no mugs. Yeah, they're no mugs.
You lost 4-0.
They're gonna have their piece of the pie. But let me tell you something. When we turned up, we were not talking about Arteta's tactics. You know why? Because the players were playing football.
This is the clearest example of these other leagues not being as good.
Maybe so, but the thing is, Ernest, it is not harder to play at Forest away than it is to play at Atletico at home. It's not.
No, we can talk about people like Martinelli missing chances against Nottingham Forest. We can talk about lack of surgical decisiveness. Yeah, I'm for that, but I think that attacks like the ones we saw under Klopp, the ones we saw under Pep, the ones we saw under your Unai Emery's and Jose Mourinho's, yeah. And we can talk about how in front of goal, it is not a conversation.
Absolutely.
So Arsenal, I feel like I've said this 20 million times. The World Cup year, the year after, and everything after that is night and day.
Yeah.
It is the same manager.
Yeah.
Gary Neville said he thought Saka and Martinelli were going to be the starting right and left winger of Arsenal for the next 5 to 10 years. Maybe an exaggeration. Yeah. Where is the development of your two wingers in the last 2 years?
That's fair.
Where is the development of a consistent style of play that is recognizable as Arsenal DNA? Because if you mention Inter Milan, you know how I feel about Syria. They 8-5 in the Champions League final.
Sure.
So I don't care about them, man.
Sure.
They lost to Napoli, who scored 59 goals last season in that league. That league is trash. Atletico Madrid came to the Emirates. They tried to buzz boss, and someone said it on Twitter yesterday perfectly. Arsenal's strategy is force set pieces and get an early goal and hope for the chaos to ensue from the opposition and capitalize. That is exactly what you did to Atletico Madrid. It's exactly what you did to Atletico Madrid. Arsenal from back in the day, and this is what I find hilarious because I love literacy and literary writing. Yeah, your name is Arsenal. You are an inventory of weapons, and I'm seeing your top goal scorer on 5 goals. Manchester United Football Club should not have 2 less goals than Arsenal this season. There was a part of the season, City had 38 goals, Arsenal had 30, and we all know where City's goals were coming from.
Yeah.
The manager is 100% to blame. And that's why for me, that's why I said in the group, Arsenal have won the league as far as I'm concerned. Why? Liverpool ain't serious this year. And City, Gehi and Semenyo, it's pretty, but I've seen what they look like in the middle. I've seen what they look like. They're not on it. They're not on it this year. Yeah. Anyhow, City capitalize on these 4 points. You lot ain't going to hear the end of me in this podcast. Because there's no way Arsenal should not win this league title this year.
But here's the panic. We are 4 points clear, and we shouldn't be. We should be 11 points clear, right? So it's a thing of the reason I think we can't, Ernest, we can't win the league this way. We cannot.
Yes, you can. Because this game was a blip. And ultimately, let's be honest, guys. It's bragging rights. It's the Premier League derby.
Yeah.
Manchester United Arsenal is the Premier League derby.
The biggest game of the
It's
season.
the fixture that everybody wants to watch. Yeah, but Devil said you didn't lose the title yesterday and you didn't win it yesterday. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't. In all respects, it doesn't mean anything. What I think will mean panic stations, is when you play one of these teams like Leeds you got next week, or in between now when the Chelsea semi-final or the City game at the Etihad, you let City close this gap. That's when I'll be like, okay, you lot ain't serious.
The worst thing is, Ernest, City haven't won in 3 or 4 games in a row before Saturday. So the fact that they are dropping points and we are dropping points is where my concern is hit, because people
I hear it.
People are saying, like, you know what, Arsenal win the league because there's actually no challenger. But the funny thing is, when you're 4 points behind the team that you still got to play at home, because if we're like this in January, what are we like in March? What are we like in April? What are we like in May?
We have to wait and find out.
We're this in thinking. So just to wrap up on the game, we take an hour every throw-in, an hour every corner. United getting back into shape. This was the easiest training session you could find tactically for Manchester United. Carrick must have been absolutely loving every ounce of it. And the crowd, I'll say this though, the crowd, I'm getting very pissed off with them at the minute, because as soon as the wind blows, it's as if we are West Ham or Spurs, or fighting for a relegation battle or whatever else. The crowd start getting anxious. The crowd are hurrying Ben White to come on. Ben White's standing there with no Arsenal player near him to throw that ball to. I'm with everybody on the corners, because we spend an hour taking those corners to amount to nothing, not beating the first man, because we've been so brilliant in the past. But the crowd is not helping. The crowd needs to get. One of the things I loved about the Manchester derby last week is that I heard the Stretford end from start pre-match to the end of the game. Their man were breathing
and you
fire
hear
on
them
that
away
pitch.
from home, like
as well.
all the time.
And that's the thing. More often than not, they do. And then even at the Emirates, I heard them loud and clear. I heard songs I hadn't heard before, but I knew the lyrics because I could hear them loud and clear back in their team, no matter what the scoreline was. So this thing, the crowd needs to freaking calm the flip down, support the team, man. Just support the team. It's our first defeat since I can't remember where at home. I don't even remember. It might have been Villa last year. It was our first defeat since then. So everyone needs to calm the flip down. We are 4 points clear. Yes, we are. We are still top of the league. But we have one thing we cannot say is that we cannot continue to play this way, because if we do, we will not win this title. So it's time for Arsenal to get their finger out. I'm talking to the players, because the thing is, it's Mikel's job to, if he sees the same results, he has to change something. He has to try and do something. And I believe all the coaching staff and everything else, they're doing whatever it is that they're trying to do to get this over the line. But when you cross that white line on the pitch, forget your manager's tactics, forget what you learn in training all week. Games change all the time. Things happen in a game. You've got to adapt. You've got to go and take it to the teams. We are so good, guys. We're the best team in the league by far on paper. We're a 90+ points team. If only they could go ahead and believe in it. If I don't care what the 11 is. Do you know what? I'm at that point. I don't care what the 11 is, because any 11 is beating any team home and away. Any 11. That's how good our side is. It's like those City days when they used to have 2 players per position. Yeah. But we've got to sort out the creativity. We've got to exploit when teams have got weaknesses when we play against them. And I want to see blood. This has to be a watershed moment. It has to be a watershed moment. We cannot have any. I'll tell you this now. If Arsenal, that we've become accustomed to this season, or at least especially in the last 5 or 6 games, if I see this at Leeds, we are not winning this title.
Wow.
Damning.
We cannot. Arsenal have. Here's the truth of the matter. Arsenal have to change to win this league. They cannot go like this. It can't go like. And I don't care how we win the league title. If we win the league title, it's the league title. I don't care what way and what fashion, what manner it's done in. Let me say something right now. See this is not going to do it. It's
Which
not going
means
to
you
cut the
care.
mustard.
Which means you care how you with it.
Yeah, but as in, I'm saying.
No, but he's saying this isn't good enough to go over the line.
We're not playing.
Oscar, when was the last time? Okay, Oscar, when was the last time you were entertained by Arsenal? Yeah.
We're not playing well, Ernest, though. No team wins the league without playing well. That's the truth of the matter.
You've played like this for time.
No, but what we saw in the last 4 or 5 games, Ernest, has got deeper.
It's got worse.
What you saw was green shoots of this. You saw the green shoots of this probably over the last year. What I've seen is crops coming out of this. It's got deeper. If you ever get the chance to watch Forest away again, Liverpool at home, those are lightning.
Me and Adrian argued about this. Me and Adrian argued about this on the group chat when somebody put. I don't know if it was, who posted stats about the clean sheets and the set piece goals that they scored. And Adrian asked me, is this sustainable over the season? I said, yes. Because the other teams are not posing a challenge.
But they will, Ernest. But they will.
They're not.
They will. If City...
I need City to win this league. I just don't trust them.
If City are here, yeah? If even Villa are here, right? And United and Liverpool and whoever else, Chelsea, if they got 6 wins on the bounce, my God, it'll be a frenzy up there. So believe me, we cannot. This is not sustainable. We cannot rely on everybody else not performing. It's just, and we're not playing well. That's the bottom line. We're not playing well, and teams that win the Premier League do not play well. If that makes sense, they always play well. We just might not like how they play.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Because last year we were talking about how boring Arsenal is, how this side, but Arsenal controlled football matches, and the year before that we controlled games. People didn't like how we played, but my God, we controlled games. We emptied stadiums away from home. At home, we were flawless. So that's playing well. But this is a different kettle of fish.
I think it's a sign of like too much evolution.
But Ernest, my beef with Mikel every single season. Yeah. One thing that he says, man, that's the reason why we lost something. He then goes hard to make sure that doesn't happen again. Hard. What are we talking about? The Arsenal disciplinary record this year. Somebody said in the chat yesterday, was it Declan Rice had his 2nd yellow card yesterday of the season?
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
He plays in central midfield.
Mikel's a coward, man.
He plays in central midfield. Now, guess what? As his performance at Villa Park, he's still not forgiven for now.
Yeah, he's a coward.
Yeah, what has happened there? Like
Mikel's a shook you. He's a shook you.
But he won't drop Zubimendi or Odegaard if they play.
Nah. You know what? I'm not gonna lie here. The energy you lot have for some of these attacking midfielders from other teams, bring Odegaard to court, man.
No, you have him. Oscar's his attorney. Oscar's his defense attorney. So talk to Oscar. Talk to Oscar.
I cannot lie. In the last 24 hours, he has been getting cooked. Like I
see you, man, have more energy for Phil Foden than Odegaard. Odegaard has become pants. He is pants, bro. He is, bro. We need you to at least be a creative 8. Because we know you're not going to be a creative 10. He is whack, bro.
We've sacrificed Mesut Ozil for what? For what? Like, no, legit. He was legit ostracized from the side.
That man have defended in this Arsenal team over the last 2 years. Laughable.
Bro.
Laughable.
Man's got 2 goals in 3 games.
Listen, I don't want to hear Declan Rice in any offensive conversations ever again. Don't talk to me about free kicks and don't talk to me about goals. 100 M's. Show me that in a game like yesterday. Show me that in a game like yesterday.
I don't know. Like, I feel like digging out Rice is a bit harsh.
It's not digging out Rice.
No, it's not harsh.
It's not digging out Rice. Because this is exactly what I said about Foden. On one side, people overrate him. One side, people underrate him. Declan Rice is forever glazed, guys. 100 M's.
But he's been great for Arsenal.
Defensively, he's been great. You don't sign 100 M's for a man to be good defensively.
I mean, yeah,
bro. And you know why I say that? Robin, Adrian, do you remember when Declan Rice was bought that first year and he rasped that goal in from the side corner against Man United?
Awful for Monana. Yeah.
And we kept hearing 100 M's. Yeah. We should have paid more. These are the games. These are the games where Roy Keane earned his money. These are the games. Because it's easy to get onto Ødegaard only. It's easy to get onto Ødegaard only. This guy cost £100 million.
No, but Ernest, it's easy to get onto Ødegaard every week because Ødegaard's been trash for months.
And I'm saying to you,
fair enough. That's a good point.
And I'm saying to you, for 100 million, I'm not asking you to be the fourth centre back.
But his manager is asking that.
Which is what I've been trying to tell Peter, that it's a manager issue. But if we're going to switch it to the players, let's get onto the players then. Because the offensive players have been stricken of any opportunity for creative license.
I say that, but even so, the front three have not been covering themselves in glory either. If I'm very honest.
No.
I'm very honest.
I have more smoke for them.
I'm telling you now, guys, I genuinely do not believe Mikel sets out the team the way he does. But he is responsible to make something happen from there.
After a while, we have to know them by their fruits, man. I can't keep talking about the players.
We have to, man. The players are way
to not concede and
still concede. But we're conceding because you know what? Our defensive structure has been holding it down for so many months. At some point, there's wear and tear. And at some point, even the defense is like, flip sake, guys, can you look in the midfield and the attack? Can you look actually do something?
Well, Pete, let's just take a look at it's in wear and tear. Let's take a look at the goals that you conceded. One of them was a back pass from your midfielder that was horrible. The other two were two wonder strikes from outside the box. So where is this wear and tear from the defense?
I'm talking about in the sense of like, do you know how much mentally and physically you have to be as astute as we have been in defense. We have been absolutely flawless in the back line. Our goalkeeper, our fullbacks, our centre halves, maybe even a part of Zubimendi, Thomas Partey previously, right? We have been absolutely outstanding out there. There comes a point though where it says, hey, can you do something for me? All I've done is kept clean sheets so that at least if we don't win, we draw. Yeah. Yes, they've been the best part. They've been the best part of Arsenal for the last 3 years.
Plus, they're scoring your goals as well.
Adrian, thank you. Because it reminds me of what Calvin Bassey said when they asked him why Nigeria got knocked out. He said, don't ask me. I'm a defender.
I kept a clean sheet.
I'm a defender. Because
and I was incredible that game.
Because a big thing with what Peter's said is that when you don't take risk offensively, then you create chances for the other teams who actually want to get at you. And that's how you get two wonder goals. Because on another day, they don't go in. Fair enough. But Man United are like, well, the game of football is if you don't take risk, I will.
You just reminded me, Ernest, like Cunha's goal, the lack of pressing, but there was a lack of pressing the whole game. I'm telling you, this performance, these last 3 games, I'm telling you guys, it's a way deeper well than what you lot were seeing this past season. It's a deeper well where we're in because we're not even pressing anymore. Bruno Fernandes at one point walked with the ball in the middle of the park. And you know what he did? You know when people turn, they look left and right. He was turning with his whole body, looking left. He turned again with his whole body, looking right. The ball's between his legs. Nobody is near him. No one's near him. And he's frustrated because he's trying to find a pass. But we're doing nothing about it. So, there are other parts of our game that we were good at that are falling away, by the way. They're slipping. I'm telling you, we're not playing well. This Arsenal of the last 3 matches cannot win the league. If I see it at Leeds, guys, I'm going to tell you here, forget about it. Forget about it. Let's move on. Unless, Oscar, is there any comments before we get on to the next game?
It's been loads.
Endo's just cooking in cafe.
Are you joking? Endo, I haven't seen you for a year. You're coming here talking about Nkapie.
Yeah.
Next. Come on.
In fairness to Endo, is there a wider point to be made about the big money marquee signings? Because you talk about Nkapie, that's 40 million quid worth of defender. I don't think it's necessarily been bad, but then
he's on loan. talking about? He's on loan.
Then
If he is on loan, it's with obligations to buy. I'm pretty sure he's an Arsenal player.
Maybe.
And then obviously, we look at Noni Madueke. That was a signing that Arsenal fans in droves shut down. They said this is awful. We're going to Chelsea's bins yet again. That's 50 million quid on a winger who hasn't scored a goal in a year. He hasn't scored a Premier League goal in a year.
Call him man shaky. I was dying.
Bro, Oscar, did you see what he done? Where I can't remember who he beats, and then he tries to pass it to Ben White and he kicks it out into touch.
Twice. Yeah.
Oh my word!
And then you have to talk about the big man up front when the opportunity.
Oh my word! I was even onto squad players, Robert. But yeah, that's another one, and an Eze as well. So is there a point?
I mean, I don't think there is. I think here's the thing.
Spend a lot of money in the summer, Pete.
No, these are all good players. No, because they're all good players. They're all good players. All these players we've bought are good players, and they just need to get their finger out, wake up, smell that coffee, smell it. Because if you do not, you will not win this title. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. And I think the heartbreaking thing is, how are Arsenal, if they win the league, how are they going to limp over the line with this? We should be gone. We shouldn't be anywhere near you lot.
Like 8 points at least.
Our team's too good. The team's too good.
I think what's crazy is because we're about to move on, but the team that is knocking down your door has just signed 2 of the best players in the league.
Yeah,
they've just gone out in January and signed Mark Gahey and Antoine Semenyo, and instantly bolstered the City we were looking at in 2025. Is going to be a different outlook in 2026. They have a goal-scoring winger, and they have one of the best centre-backs in the league. Mad.
Yeah, and I watched the Wolves game. I watched the Man City Wolves game, and it was back to the old City in terms of not even like, oh yeah, they were electric, they were fantastic. The fact that they just controlled the game. Wolves were never going to win that if they played for 100 hours, 90 hours. They were not going to win that game. So,
and they said Gyökeres uses gravity well. To be fair,
Gyökeres should have started. Another conversation for another day. But
in fairness, after the Inter goal, Jesus is corpse blood. Oh my goodness, he's
boy.
He's come off a double injury and he's starting Inter and United. With me, man.
No, great player at his highest, but injuries are just taking his toll.
Endo said, if City lose at Spurs on Sunday, who's surprised? I would be.
Exactly. I wouldn't.
I'm not surprised. If there's one team Spurs beat, it's Man City.
Yeah, but Spurs, come on, Spurs.
No, guys, look at Spurs though, man. Guys, come on.
No. There's a difference between if they win or lose or being surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Spurs
City. I would be gobsmacked if City lost to Spurs. I'll be gobsmacked.
This Spurs ain't like them
other Spurs. Spurs are Kieran Dyer, mate. All right, let's move it along then. If there's nothing else in the comments, at least I can get over this now. I don't know if you can, Adrian. Bournemouth 3, Liverpool 2. I mean, my God, what on earth? What on earth?
What was that
on a Saturday evening, mate? AD, man, like. What, like, I don't know what more you have to say about this. Take it away.
I can't lie. Has you said slot out live on the pod? Because I generally don't remember.
He can't be slot out.
Why not? Why not?
I think he's hinted. I don't think I've heard the word.
Did you say why not? Are you serious? Come on, guys. Let's not do this. He won the Premier League last year, right? And fair enough. He's like, I don't know how many points he's off the top 4. What is he? 1 point, 2 points? Off the top 4, we know that Liverpool are not winning the league this year. Everyone accepted that in September. they closed that door. So now top 4 is the aim here. They're in the Champions League. They're doing their thing. They're in the top. I think where are they? 6th? I don't know, 6th, 7th. But like the league table numbers are quite interesting because 3 points can take you to 4th, and we'll have 5 teams in the Champions League anyway next season. What is that? Why would you sack him? He can be critiqued.
You'd be surprised. A lot of Liverpool fans are slot out.
It's outrageous.
You'd be surprised.
You can critique him. He's not doing a good job. Granted, I'll tell you what, he's bought a year after winning the league. He's freaking bought a year. Go on, AD.
Yeah, let's hear from Adrian.
I mean, you say he's bought a year, but I think ultimately it's credit, right? And he's eating deeply into that credit, bro. And let's call a spade a spade. Had he have not won the league in the manner which he done last season, he would be out of a job now. He would be. And I think for me, it's just general. It's just poor. Like some of the decisions are baffling. And you know when a man is on his last legs, when a manager's on his last legs, these are the sorts of funny things that we start to see. You know, poor decision making. He's saying weird stuff in the press, and then ultimately the results have been awful. I think it's in our last 18 games we've won 5. That's just league. That's just not good enough, bro. And we look at the climate of the league, and you look at the December that Liverpool had, and you sit there and you say to yourself, any manager worth their salt will do what they need to do and get us as close to the title race as possible. Not on top of the table, just as close to the title race. So we're distant afterthought. We're nowhere. We're way well off it. So also, I don't want to come out slagging the guy off, slot out and ranting and raving and jumping up and slapping the ceiling. I don't want to really be doing all of that stuff. Because I think there's a tact that needs to be applied to a league winner manager, but ultimately, Peter, it's just not been good enough. I'm afraid it's been awful. It's been really, really bad. This incessant love affair with Cody Gakpo, it's infuriating.
It's a Dutch affair, isn't it? Double Dutch.
It's a double Dutch. Oh my days! And Peter, you said double Dutch. Ultimately, it looks like Cody Gakpo is the rope he wants to hang himself with. See what I did there? No, and I think. Obviously, as I said, you know, with football management, there are certain conundrums you need to sort of navigate because you know throwing real Ngamoa out there and saying, "Oh, 17-year-old boy, come and rescue me," is a bit much. I understand, but there's certain games where you look at it and you say, "Bring this guy on. He's electric. He comes on against Bournemouth. They don't necessarily know what to do with him. He could have potentially have won a penalty, and he was involved in the game for whatever reason. Slot just not only just Ngamoa, but there's a number of youth players that Slot just doesn't necessarily know what to do with. So yeah, just to answer your question, unfortunately, I think we should switch managers in the summer. Unfortunately.
Wow. I always wonder, like, when teams are in a bit of a rut, you know, I think of like Liverpool, I think of Spurs. You know, when they go to training on Monday, like, what does the manager even say? Like, how do you even address the players when you're in a rut? Like, how do you get them out? Like, when Wolves were going through it, you just think to yourself, my goodness, like, what can we possibly do or say that will, like, change? Because change is needed, right? In terms of the way you're playing, the performance level. I mean, I'll tell you what was weird though, seeing Andy Robertson linked to Tottenham, and I think that's closed now. I think Robertson thought better of it. What the hell am I doing going over to frigging Tottenham? That's a mistake.
So, I think there was a recall of one of the right backs. So I don't know. If I just
Simicast is coming back, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, I think that's what the deal was contingent on. I think we wanted to bring Simicast back for whatever reason we couldn't, and Robert Stein. But I would have thought that's an awful. You know when you look at a move and you say that's just bad for all parties. Liverpool, you know, whilst Kirkis has been good, obviously it's nice to have that experience just in the squad. Forget about what Andy Robertson can and can't do on the field. Just in the squad, you know, that leadership. That's one thing. So us letting him go is silly. Tottenham going for a 31-year-old left back is bizarre. It's mind-boggling. It's just classic Tottenham 101. I don't know what the hell they want to do with this guy.
My friend, they've just bought Conor Gallagher for 40 million quid.
Yeah, let's have a word about that. It's like we've slagged Tottenham off for their inability to play football, their inability to do a bloody rondo for crying out loud, just a rondo for crying out loud. And I don't blame him. You know, you've got Paulinho, they've got the midfielders they've got, and then you go in for Conor Gallagher. What do you know? Think about that.
I said to you 3 weeks ago, this is horrendous, and no one's thinking about it.
I said it in the group chat. It's a horrible signing for both parties. Adrian, you couldn't have put it better than that. Their midfield is a real problem area for them in terms of keeping the ball and passing it around. And then they've gone and brought in Conor Gallagher, who could be useful to a side for coming off the bench and running around and stopping traffic from the other team. But at the end of the day, he's not going to help you keep the ball. He's not going to create. He's not going to progress play. He's not going to take the ball from the centre-backs. He's not going to do any of the things that Tottenham need to drive the vehicle. And And, as much as he was just getting stick in the other game, like he's not a Declan Rice where you can rely on him for those things.
Big moments.
Yeah, like it's not.
There's no plan at Tottenham. There's clearly no plan.
Jeez.
I think it's money laundering.
Huh?
I think it's money laundering.
40 million for Gallagher. We need to look at the books. We need to check the books.
Well, they'll make the argument that we actually spent 5 million because we sold Brendan Johnson for 35 to Palace. That's how they're serving it.
Signing Conor Gallagher is, that's Guantanamo. That's Azkaban.
When you look at the state of their midfield with Bentancur, Yves Bissouma, Bergval, Paulinho, I'll tell you what we need: Conor Gallagher.
He's like the antithesis of football, respectfully. Like as Oscar said, he's got to use, I'm sure, like in a certain different team. If you could actually play football, if you want someone to like press and harass and harry the opposition, that's fine. But the man boggles. The man boggles.
You know where Conor Gallagher was at his best? Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
100%.
He looks like he had a bit about him there.
He was great for Palace. He scored goals. He pressed. He chased people down. A team that's trying to control the ball and win games and play in these. I don't know, man. And like we were talking about earlier with the floor and the ceiling and all of that stuff. Like the other guys are catching up. So this Spurs can sit here and rely on this top 6 thing. And I know they got themselves into the Champions League last year, but if they don't get in those positions this season, it is 2 years on the bounce. Outside of Champions League football. And their midfield in particular, you're looking at Villa, Newcastle, Forest, there's Palace. There's so many teams in this league with a better midfield than them. And to think you had 40 million in January and that's where you spent it. Not that Conor Gallagher's a horrible player, but he's not right for what they needed. So I think that's scary. I think that's scary.
They've spunked money for years, but we don't want to talk about it. They've
and 5 on top for Robertson.
They've spunk
money for years, but I just think this is just
stupid.
What does he do that you need?
God knows.
Nothing.
God knows.
He does nothing.
God knows.
He's in that like Joe Linton, McTominay in the right setup. You can't get like bro, like.
No, Tottenham is like Chelsea light. It's business. It's business.
You think so?
It's nothing to do with winning games, winning trophies. It's business. Purely business.
And I was asking, guys, thoughts on Szoboszlai? He thinks he's a top-notch man. Baller.
I think he's Liverpool's player of the season. By far.
Robin, you know what? I want to judge him. I want to judge him next. I want to judge him in a good Liverpool side because does he hide in that good Liverpool team? Like it's easy to look the best in a poor side. It's easy.
That's why I said he's Liverpool. He's Liverpool player of the season.
We didn't talk about him last year. If anything, there was frustrations about him last year.
To be fair,
so when he's in a good side, if you stand out in a good team, you're a good player. It's easy for everyone to look good in a bad team. Easy.
Nah, I don't think that's always the case. I don't think that's always the case.
What also no, because I think there was I think Oscar, you will love this example. What was that Willian season? But Chelsea were awful. Willian banged a couple of free kicks and were waxing lyrical.
He was meaty. They gassed it. He wasn't good.
Yeah. So I think that there is sort of that sort of lens, but I think genuinely, Szoboszlai has been good.
I hear what you're saying, but I think there are some players who, when the team is playing horrible, they just kind of know they need to raise their game and start like similar to what we're talking about with Arsenal, of just like, okay, the manager's tactics clearly ain't working, but give me the ball. I'm gonna make something happen. I'm gonna Szoboszlai, like, whilst he's not always that give me the ball type player, he has been forced into a lot of positions where you're just like, bro, man's been playing right back this season. He's not a right back, but he was putting in a shift and making their other right back look needy. So,
and let's not forget, he wrapped in a free kick on the weekend. You know what I mean? So he's doing these things. So, but on that game,
It's just,
but on that,
you asked for my thoughts. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know how to judge him. I think when he's in a not in a great side, he seems to stand out well. In a great side, people are asking questions of him, expecting more of him. Don't know. Don't know.
No, agreed. Because remember last season, I was saying he had an identity crisis. I was questioning his mentality because it was like, I see you're this guy for Hungary where you assume the role and you're dragging your team by the ball. But maybe that's what he likes. Maybe he's an egomaniac. Maybe he has to be the guy. But for him to perform, like, he has to be considerably better than everybody else, and it all has to go through him. And then he rolls up his sleeves and he gets it cracking. But speaking of rolling up their sleeves, bro, Mr. Virgil van Dijk, you have to come to the stage, bro.
Park there for just a second, because I want to address this comment before you move subject. I'm not saying he's a fraud. I just said I want to see what he's actually saying when the teams are good, because he hasn't said much. Virgil van Dijk, take it away, bro.
Like he's tried to take the ball down in the box like Berbatov. And then he blamed the wind after. Which, look, it was look. Don't get me wrong, it was windy. It's a fair point. But guess what? Bournemouth didn't just turn on a wind machine 30 seconds before that ball. It was windy the whole time. So you have to pattern yourself accordingly. You have to know what you're playing at, bro. Like, that was just awful. He was at the scene of every crime with a loaded gun, and then he's got his arms out, asking questions of everybody. Like that poor instance, what he done, he collapsed poor Joe Gomez, who actually, funnily enough, was looking good. It was breaking lines, was making incisive passes, he was defensively solid, defensively resolute. But unfortunately, the man's made up out of paper mache. And his centre partner is throwing him down the river now. Liverpool legend, captain, all of that sorts of things. But we've got to talk about that. That was a horror class. It was absolutely awful. Probably one of the worst games I've seen of Virgil van Dijk in a Liverpool shirt.
I think there's a couple of things where Virgil van Dijk, what's made him look so world class is the fact he always looked like he was playing either in slippers or second gear, and he looked tremendous just in a robe. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't have to do much, and he's still that same one, but now he actually has to be a bit sharper, and we're asking him to be sharper when he's older, and it's not the same anymore. And listen, his centre, but his right centre half is not. He's the left centre back, isn't he?
Yeah,
so his right centre half, centre back is doing nothing for him. His left back is doing absolutely nothing for him either. So it's interesting that in a season where both his partners are bad, he also is bad.
Also, what I will say as well, I think midfield coverage as well, because there's one chance, I think it might be the Evan Nilsson chance where he just slides it past the post, and they've just cut through the midfield in the blink of an eye, bro. Whoever it, I saw by the way, they've got some guy called Hill. You know who's Hill? Playing for Bournemouth.
Pluck one every year, my friend.
Bro, son of a plumber.
Amongst the European and South American foreign exchange, they have to get someone from the South Coast just to keep the balance. Do you know what I mean? There's a Hill, there's a Brooks, there's a Cooks, there's a quota, isn't it?
What's his name? I'm sure Adam Smith has still got a gig there somewhere. You know,
he's out there.
Yeah, they still have the Charlie Daniels. Yeah, they like it, but bro,
you got to keep the balance.
Do you know what's the saddest thing about this game? Do you know what's so sad, so pitiful? This was the first Liverpool game in the league in months I actually enjoyed it.
Wow,
how sad is that? Where when we were 2-0 down,
you were 2-0 down, talking like you're going to win the game.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I'm like, oh my days, like I'm seeing stuff like McAllister's dropping deep, dropping the shoulder. He's linking play. Verts was sort of buzzing about. I think Salah wasn't necessarily great, but he was looking sharp. I thought to myself, you know what? We were 2-0 down. I think I said we were 2-0 down, and I was confident we'll come back and win the game. You know, we end up cornering it back to 2-2, and we do madness in the end of the game. But boys. Oh man, I think we will be playing in the Champions League next season, but this is crap. Oh, Mr. Slot's got to go. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, Peter. He's got to go.
He said
I
it,
can't.
guys. He's got to go. He said
He's
it.
got to go, man. It's too
Flat
much.
out. Flat out.
It's too much, man.
Who would you bring in, just out of curiosity?
I need to sit down. I need to think about it. Obviously, the obvious name is Xabi Alonso, but we need to think that because I don't even know. I'm seeing stuff like apparently he was playing a 4-2-2 for the Real Sociedad B teams. I don't even know what system he's going to play because I thought, especially with the fullbacks, the wing backs that we signed, I thought we were looking to do the 5 at the back or the 3-5-2, whatever you want to call it. I did actually have that sort of feeling, and I think obviously he got the best out of Frimpong and Wirtz in that Leverkusen team. So I think obviously Xabi Alonso is definitely the name on everybody's lips. But I need to have a think about it, man. Right now, I'm so dejected. Like, because football is horrible, bro. Like when you lose and it's night time, you don't know what to do with yourself, bro. Like I don't like looking at Twitter. Like just no, yeah, man. I hit a brick wall, bro. Hit a brick wall.
Anything else on this Bournemouth Liverpool fixture before we move on? I take that as a no. Let's get over to Selhurst Park, where Chelsea collected all 3 points against 10-man Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 3. Oscar, Chelsea back?
No, I think a good performance. I think Chelsea are where they are. Back is to say that we left and went away and come back as a new thing. We're the same. So
you've got a couple of wins now in a row. Like Rossini's not conceded one goal.
No. I think what I mean is throughout the season, that's how we've been. We get a couple wins, and then we have a couple bad results, and then we have a couple wins. So that's how we kind of keep afloat. Mm-hmm. So it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I think this game was just a pure show of X factor in the final third. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea weren't particularly amazing in terms of build up, and Palace are going for a rough moment as a side. So we're very lucky to sort that out. But when it came down to getting the ball forward and getting Esteval in front of goal, he just had a moment where he showed his quality. Same in the other end of the pitch with João Pedro. So it's like we had two opportunities where the players just actually did what was asked of them. Do you know what I mean? We were talking before about the ingenuity of Arsenal's front three and how for a lot of the time, it's kind of static and they're not taking any risks and they're being safe. I think under Liam Rosenior, it does feel like the players aren't as restricted. I think Gusto came out in an interview and basically said that they asked him what the difference is playing under Rosenior, and he's like, "Yeah, I can go where I want." apparently under Maresca, it was like, "No, you run straight, you do this, you do." Like under Maresca, our fullbacks never overlapped. They never overlapped the wing. They never went beyond where the winger was. It was just like a rule. Whereas now we're starting to see Reece James on Saturday was overlapping Esteval, which is like, we haven't seen Reece James run in like 3 years. Yeah. But he was running. So,
but then you have to be careful.
That's exactly what it is. The one thing is, say what you want about Maresca, the best thing he did was keep Reece James playing football for a long period of time. So, Reece James is having his best season at Chelsea, probably because he's playing every week. And that needs to remain. Isn't it? We'd have to see that career blossom. We have to see that player play to all the ability that he can be. But yeah, like not much for me to change my opinion on Chelsea at all. I'm still a bit disillusioned with the whole thing. You know what I mean? I think Rosenior can win a couple games and it can look nice. But equally, he could lose 3 games and get sacked. Like it's so volatile at Chelsea that it's hard to fully invest. One of the things that annoyed me is that we're 3-0 up at Selhurst Park. You're thinking they get a red card. Let's run up that score. Let's get 4. Let's get 5. How do they get a red card and then we go and concede and we're on the back foot when they had 10 men? We're on the back for the whole game. Sanchez made like 5 saves when they had 10 men. I said, what the heck is wrong with this club? What the hell is wrong with these players? Like. Yeah. should have patterned up and won that game and really. Obviously, I wanted that because I had flipping Chelsea players in my fantasy team. But generally, we should have run up the score on them. We should have kept a clean sheet for sure. So still those little annoying things that when you're playing against good teams, they're just going to come up to bite you. This week, we've got Napoli in the Champions League, and it is a must-win game for us.
Saucy.
Yeah, big one. Away as well. Away.
Ooh.
So now we're gonna see. Like,
that's what we call a baptism. That is.
Like Liam Rosino, what are you really saying? Because
what are you saying, blood? Champions League.
Enzo's fit. Reece is fit. Palmer, we don't know. But the players are there to. You have more than enough players available to put in a performance. Because against Arsenal, we couldn't really see what Rosino was about. He kind of just had to make do with who was fit. But this game, go out there and show us. Show us what your tactics are in these big games. Show us how you manage a Champions League away leg. What are you really on?
It's a must-win for Napoli as well, though. Napoli outside the 18.
Both teams need to win. Yeah. The fact that we play the fact that we play Champions League football in January is a bit of a farce, but you know, some people like it. Endo said, Oscar, I've just seen your fixtures. You go to Arsenal on March 1st. You're blessed. That's my birthday. Arsenal vs Chelsea on my birthday. I don't know if I go to the game or just completely avoid it and not even watch it. I don't know what to do.
You'll be in the away end, mate, getting ejected for drunk and disorderly.
Yeah, it's at the Emirates.
Wow. Yeah, it's at the Emirates.
I should probably go there.
Why? Because it's at the Emirates.
No, just because it's an away day, isn't it? It's way more of an event than a home game.
Just behave yourself, mate. Just behave yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't have much to say on Chelsea. I'll be real. Like, I haven't seen enough of Rosino to fully have my stamp on who he is as a manager. I feel like he's got some decent players and he's beaten a couple teams that have worse players in Brentford and Palace. They got over the line in both those games. So Napoli, show me something. Liam, show me something.
Fair enough. Anything on this game? Is there any comments or anything else anyone got with the Palace and Chelsea of it all?
Bro, the way Esteval cooked Tyreek Mitchell was crazy.
That was Benny the Butcher stuff. It was.
Do you know what? Yeah. In a while.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah, he's really good, man. Like, it's weird because obviously I watch Neto and Garnacho every week, so I'm just like, maybe you know when a player doesn't start every week, you're like, maybe they aren't as good as I thought they were. Maybe in training they're not. But then I see this guy on the pitch, I say, bro, he's night and day from them. He can take on a player. His touch is good. You know, people say, oh, he's not that quick, but then you saw how fast he broke away in that chance there. You know, He's still young. He's not very strong, but he bounces players off him and he's a special kid, man. I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to see more. Endo says, Oscar, you know what? I'm starting to like Gittins. He's growing on me. All right.
Then you call it. You call it.
I just looked at the ref. I just wanted to see.
Pause, man.
The ref, any chance?
You know.
Yeah, but like Gittins again. Like, shout out to him, innit? Like, but do show me, like, do something. Like, what? I can't. Like, he's growing on me. Is like you're saying like, oh. You lot chill, man.
It's mad. It's a mad statement.
No, but like I ain't got time. Basically, I ain't got time. I don't have time. My team hasn't won a league in 10 years. Yeah, we're not anywhere near a Champions League victory. I don't think we're gonna win a League Cup. Yeah, so this idea of potential and waiting, and they're getting better, they're learning, they're growing. I ain't got time for none of that.
It's actually anti-Chelsea.
I ain't got time for none of this, bro. I don't. So I'm lost. Like, because I tried to do it last time around when it was the Maduekes. And it was, you know what I mean? All of them like, oh yeah, you know, he's getting the rhythm.
Hey, Oscar. Hey, Madueke's pants, you know.
He's worse. He's worse this year than he was last.
He is trousers. Hey, yeah, my lights are bright, man. It's not even my fault.
That is not sustainable. I tell you that, boy. That guy said no eco-friendly here, boy. Right.
killing mosquitoes.
Elsewhere in the Premier League, let's go through this quickly. The early kickoff: West Ham 3, Sunderland 1. Anybody got anything on this? Nope. Okay. Other than Granit Xhaka offering, great win for West Ham. Big win for West Ham, by the way. And Granit Xhaka offering out the West Ham fans. It was hilarious. Listen, I know, you know, I've had a painful weekend, and so too has AD. But if there's one thing that always lifts spirits, Burnley 2, Tottenham Hotspur 2, you will always be. I can't believe, mate. And they scored what in the dire minutes to make it an equalizer, right? Christian Romero scores every single game, I swear. And Mickey van der Ven, that got me some points in the fence. But yeah, Tottenham drawing 2-2 away at Burnley. I mean, the time is just forget. It's a matter of when for Thomas Frank. The problem is they don't have a person to replace him with. That's just the nooks and cranny of it, isn't it? Fulham 2, Brighton 1. Manchester City 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. We spoke about Bournemouth and Liverpool. On the Sunday, Brentford 0, Forest 2. Huge win for Nottingham Forest. Huge win for Sean Dyche and his boys. Brentford at home losing. That's a shock result, I think. Newcastle 0, Aston Villa 2. Another massive result for Aston Villa, winning at St. James's Park. That was a big one. And was it what's his name? Emi Buendia's goal was sensational. I didn't see Watkins, but Buendia's goal was great. And currently at the Hill Dickinson is Everton 1, Leeds United 1. Everton have equalised after James Justin took the lead. What was your goal of the week? Patrick Dorgu?
Dorgu.
What
You know what? Yeah. Dorgy best.
I thought you said Ballon Dorgu. I was like, whoa.
I did say Ballon Dorgu.
He did say Ballon d'Or.
Nonsense.
You know how Robin gets. You know how Robin gets.
Dorgy
Of course,
best.
Yeah.
of course
Yeah, but
said Ballon
he's
d'Or.
definitely got the goal of the week.
I hear
You
the
know
Dorgu.
what?
I hear the Dorgu shouts, but the fact that Cunha's goal was a winner, it
Bro.
just had an extra.
I hear it.
When it nestled in the bottom corner, I said, "Oh,
But he whips it bottom corner, blood.
is that how you feel?"
Oh,
Nah. I'm not gonna lie. I'll always choose Cunha's style of goal over Dorgu's. Like Oscar, I know you like posted in. I'm not a fan of those goals. I love a whip, bro.
Clean? Yeah.
Like I need nothing but a net. Just whipped. That's all I need.
Now he
Thing
wrapped
is,
it.
I just think, yeah, Cunha's goal was sensational, but Dorgu's goal is so difficult to score.
because that shallow hooker.
Absolutely.
So
I think
difficult.
Cunha's harder, you know. Can I be honest with you? I think
Because Cunha, you see them practice that literally pre-game, trying to bend it around the keeper. Whereas Dorgu's in the ball's running, it's bouncing, he's running along, and he's having to shoot it. Like literally, this is a left back, for goodness sake.
Peter, you're gonna call me a bad guy. I think no, I'm not taking anything away from the goal, but if we're just talking about the difficulty, we're talking about the difficulty of it,
Red
yeah.
card.
Say again?
Yeah, come on, man. Right, relax, man. Relax. Endo as well. Both of them guys in the comments. I ignored those ones. They're moving mad.
What was you saying, by the way?
No, I was gonna say, like, I feel like any professional footballer, like if it bounces right, don't get me wrong, like it's done what to get there, but if it bounces right, you can hit a sweet one.
I mean,
But I'm bearing in mind that's Cunha's patented style, like he's mastered it. He's the king. He's the king of overperforming XG.
It's his trademark finish.
It's his trademark finish, bro.
Cunha will do that again.
He'll do that again. Dorgu will never do that again in his life.
Yeah.
But
you know what?
also,
I'll be honest. The guy is his finishing is real AFCON, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
guys, did you not see when Dorgu scored the celebration? Yeah, and then Casemiro is basically telling him like, enjoy the goal, because like he celebrates.
It was Bruno, no?
No, it was
Bruno
Casemiro.
that I
So
thought.
he celebrates, then he runs to Bruno to be like, Bruno, thank you, because Bruno got the assist, didn't it? He was like, thanks. And then he kind of didn't look at the crowd. He kind of just walked back and went back with the team. And then Casemiro stops him. It's like a whole moment. Casemiro stops him and he's like, no, enjoy the goal. Like, enjoy the goal.
No, you know what? He's a bit of a good youth, you know.
That's experience.
Yeah, you could tell by the way they celebrated, the players like him.
No, my antennas went up when he told the referee in one Europa League game, "No, ref, that's not a foul." I said, "Okay," and then he's walking with his mum after one game. His mom's like, "Go and sign autographs," and he just humbly goes. And I'm like, "Oh, this he's a real kid. Like he's
young.
He listens to." I don't want to say authority, but if you get what I mean, like he just if he thinks you're saying something wise, he'll do it. I'm like, cool. Yeah. But again, I think I've been impressed with. I think he's the best off the ball runner in our team.
Interesting.
Wow.
I don't think Ahmad does near enough. I don't think Sesko does near enough. I don't think any of our attackers do near enough what he does off the ball. He's our new Valencia as far as I'm concerned.
No,
still not his biggest fan. But yeah, I think finding a new position. No, Oscar, do you know what it is, yeah? I never want to be accused of being somebody who I see one goal and all of a sudden that's decided my opinion on a player.
Hey, have you seen that clip from the guy from Love Island, Tyreek? And he's in the back of a car, yeah, and he's streaming.
And he's like, I don't rate you, but keep doing your things.
Somebody comes up to him and goes, I'm not a big fan, but keep doing your thing, innit?
Keep doing your things.
That's crazy.
It's like, what are they really saying? Like, what are they really saying?
Ennis was just praising Dorgu for 2 minutes. And yeah, I'm not a big fan though. But
no. Do you know what it is? He needs that disclaimer because in 4 weeks, when Dorgu, if Dorgu was to go off the boil and Ernest is flames in him, people are gonna be like, oh no, but you're bigging him up off the Arsenal though. So
no, I'm like that with Robert Sanchez. Whenever someone says Robert Sanchez is good, you got a caveat like, yeah, I'm not a big fan. He's still.
No. And you know who I felt that more than Dorgu? Cunha. Cunha has been haram for weeks.
I don't understand. Like, when I saw the team sheet, I even put it in the bed in the group chat. I was like, "Right, Cunha didn't start City. He's not starting against Arsenal. Like, why? Explain that to me, Ernest. Why is he out of favor?
No, because the level of expectation that Carrick has, and I think a good enough coach should have, is that you need to be able to have a level of efficiency. How many times have I said to you lot in the group chat, yeah? Cunha is getting away with things that you lot didn't let Rashford get away with. Mm-hmm. He's chasing his touch. There's bare times he's passing into traffic or he's running into traffic. And I'm like, guys, Rashford was not allowed to do these things. So I'm not going to let your Liverpool performance, your Brighton performance, or a goal against Arsenal that is the winner stop me from forgetting what I know what I saw. He is evil Bruno. He is the version of Bruno I've wanted gone from the club. Yeah, because guys, when you lot have seen me cuss Bruno, what have you seen from Bruno in the last 2 games that suggests he's been doing this for time? Look at what we saw, bro. I've seen bare tweets saying Bruno, Casemiro, and Mainu were wearing slippers in that second half.
Especially Mainu. Bloody
How often have you seen Bruno comfy? That's what I mean. When Bruno's not doing the crackhead thing, yeah, I love him. I love him because his creativity has purpose. It's not just fling the ball everywhere. It's composed. Cunha, on the other hand, is his evil twin. Cunha's his evil twin. No, guys, watch Cunha. Do player camp on Cunha. The next 3 games you see, bro, the guy is haram. But when he gets that goal, I will celebrate. Black hit at the Emirates, I was there.
So talk to me. In the end, is it Cunha or is it Dorgu? Who gets the goal of the week?
Matheus Cunha.
It is Dorgu. I gotta be serious. It's Dorgu.
Me, I'm being serious. It's Cunha.
All right, so Dorgu, I'm Dorgu, Oscar's Dorgu. We got Cunha from Ernest. Who else?
Patrick Dorgu.
Okay, Robin 3. And AD?
Can't lie, I'm Cunha. But do you know what's funny? Before this game, I was tired with our knee. And then United come and pull those two out. Bloody hell. Yeah, I'm on Cunha still.
Interesting scenes. Who's the player of the week?
I'm going to give it to Bruno Fernandes. I think he had a fantastic 90 minutes.
Robin's so happy, man.
See, 90.
So happy.
90.
70. I'll give it 70.
60.
Yeah, Peter, what's he gonna say? Yeah.
60. I thought, I'll be honest with you, I thought Casemiro, for the second game running, was the best Man United player on the pitch. I love
Casemiro in this like vein of form, you know.
I watched Casemiro for about 30 seconds straight, watching what he does off the ball. Guys, there's a reason he's got however many Champions Leagues, however many league titles, however many. That's world class. That's Rolls Royce status.
Whoever his personal trainer was, bro.
That football brain is just, you can't, those are things you don't get taught. You have it.
Yeah.
You have it or you don't.
Or you don't. Simple as.
Me, Casemiro. Let's go. Anybody else? Anyone else?
Man, player of the week. I'll be biased and go to the game. I'll probably say Bruno, you know.
I thought Dorgu was better than Bruno, you know. I thought Dorgu was the overall game. I was watching Dorgu
Dorgu was good, but he wasn't the one.
How good he was.
Because all the goals we scored came from Bruno.
Bro, I'm not worried about the goals. I'm talking about the performance.
No, but I'm saying the execution and the performance. I'm saying Bruno.
You take Bruno out of the game, we don't win the game.
Yeah.
We don't win that game yesterday.
I don't know.
Me, I know.
I'd agree. I'd go Bruno.
Oh, Harry Wilson. Very, very good game.
We've done goal of the week. Park it. We've done goal of the week.
No, he had a good game.
Player of the week, bro. Player of the week.
Wait. Why can't Harry Wilson get player?
Oh, he doesn't mean that. He doesn't mean that he was the player of the week. Fulham against Brighton. He doesn't mean he was player of the week.
Yeah, probably not.
Brighton, by the way.
Let's vote, guys. Come on, let's vote. Come on.
I said Bruno.
Like everybody said their vote.
Okay. What did AD and you say?
I said Bruno.
AD?
I would have gone Harry. I would have gone Lisandro Martinez, actually.
I was thinking Lisandro.
The Butch.
That vote, it's Bruno Fernandes. Team of the week.
You remember popping through the lines. Oh, damn.
But apparently, according to Scholes, you know, but it's all right.
1 minute we're cussing Heighton, saying, "Oh, we don't mean it." Get out of here, man.
They're all lemons. All the ex-United
goalkeepers.
All the ex-United podcasters minus Ben Foster.
Rio.
They're all lemons.
I didn't even say Rio.
You don't do YouTube no more, don't you?
I hate Rio like that.
All of them are lemons except Ben Foster.
Nah, Robin, Rio's a criminal, man.
Criminal.
You've had some shows.
Ernest, Roy Keane. I thought he was a Roy Keane guy.
Roy Keane.
I thought he was a Roy Keane guy.
No, I think he's hilarious. But tell me the last time you got tactical analysis from Roy Keane.
No, I get passion from Roy Keane. That's all I need.
We're not in a conference.
I need
we're not
mentality.
in a conference.
What I get from, because you know it is different people, you get different things from.
Yeah,
I get
I'm not
passion
hearing that,
and
man.
mentality from Roy Keane.
You gotta hear it.
I'm not hearing that, man.
You have to hear it though.
No, I'm not, because then you create parameters where all your arguments as to why a team isn't good is mentality. That's nonsense.
No, because a team not being good has many facets, and then different pundits or different style of pundits give you different.
I'm not hearing that.
Version.
And you know what you just said is the reason why none of them are coaches.
Oh.
I mean, Roy Keane's won a championship.
Roy Keane's
Fair
won a
to say.
championship.
He
So
won it
what?
with-
So what? He
Sunderland.
wanted to do it once.
No, he won it with Sunderland. I mean, I'm not taking that away from him. He's managed.
I'm not taking it away from him at all.
Ipswich Town.
But my point is you should have more of a wealth of experience of how to win things outside of the one time you did it and the fact that you've never done it again. And then on top of that, when I listen to you speak, you don't have anything to say outside of how people think.
But the thing is, but that says something though, doesn't it? Everybody talks about tactics. Everyone talks about what they should do, how they philosophy and play. And Keane, who's gone and done it, out of all these pundits that talk, Keane's gone in the woods. He's actually been in there, and he knows what it takes to succeed in the team.
But Pete, for example, you take someone like Thierry Henry, who has criticised the mentality of, for example, Arsenal players in the past. He will also go and do breakdown of tactical analysis of what Gyökeres is doing wrong and show you he needs to turn his body here. He needs to move like this tactically, where Arsenal are going wrong, as well as mentally. So
maybe our expectations of punditry is different to myself, because I'm not necessarily, not everybody has to be Thierry Henry or Carragher or whoever.
The question I asked you was, when has he done it?
No, he hasn't.
As a pundit,
it's not what I'm after from Roy Keane. Personally, that's me personally. I'm not after that from Roy Keane.
Me, who's never touched football professionally, want to learn things from professionals.
Yeah, but you get your fix from other people. So that's what I'm saying. I get my fix from Thierry.
I don't get my fix from any of
Carrick.
these Man United ex-players. None of them.
You claim to support the club.
None of them. None of them, bro. They spent most of the the post-Fergie years telling us how good they were and how bad every other team is. I'm not hearing it from them.
Put your medals on the table.
I'm not hearing it from them. All you're going to tell me is Lingard shouldn't be dancing. He should be focusing on training. What? I could have told you that.
I ran gigs with the bandit. What did you say about Pogba praying?
You're not telling me anything outside of professionalism or the lack thereof that I should know as an insight into what it feels like to be part or coach a professional team. You're not telling me anything.
What about
learning from Roy Keane that I can't learn from Michael Richards, from Vieira, from what's it called? What's my man that Sturridge? What am I learning from him that I can't learn from them?
I believe Roy of those other two. Anyway, team of the week.
Sturridge.
It's Manchester United.
I'm gonna throw a curveball in that. West Ham United.
No, big result. Massive.
It's a huge result.
Dead and gone.
Huge result.
But you know what's crazy? Forest went and won though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Forest winning.
The one time they needed to build.
Yeah, Manchester United are the team of the week. Who's not that guy this week?
Manchester United. Yeah.
Yeah, United.
Who's not that guy this week?
We could go for a few, couldn't we?
There's a couple.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go for it. Take it.
But are we going serious?
Let's get the funny ones out of the way first.
Be unserious.
No, because there's like general football ones, like a player missed a penalty, not that guy.
Yeah.
There's
Serious is where Robert had to turn off his camera. Although I've got one that I found absolutely the plot was so cheeky.
Question. Trump and Somalia, was that legit?
Yeah, he's been moving mad. Because
I couldn't tell if this was AI business or not. Because if we're talking serious,
no, Pete. I told you this when I came to your house. He's been on Somalia for weeks. Like, bro, it's not even recent, bro. He's been doing it for a while. He literally
said they're dirty, and he said, "Look at their country."
Oh.
But that's not the worst things Trump has said, though.
No, but we're not talking about the worst. We're talking about the crazy today.
Let's talk about
as in, I'm just never shocked.
No, because you know what it is, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that's going on against Trump where I've not seen him verbatimly come out and do the same things that people are saying that he does. So it's like kind of not open to interpretation, but it's almost like it's led. You can't you can't unsee it once you see it.
Yeah.
He literally said, I don't want Somalians in this country.
Wow.
They're dirty. Look how they run their country. Have you seen their country? Like
Wow.
he said that on the BBC.
Yeah.
He said that in a press conference.
No, the guy's mad though. Like, you get desensitized to the mad and you forget that he's mad.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
Ay, ay,
Yeah.
ay.
Oscar, you're right, still.
Fair enough. The US government and ICE are not that guy. What's going on in Minneapolis, man? What am I seeing? You know, there's some states out there, yeah.
Yeah.
Wyoming, Idaho, Iowa, North, South Dakota, Montana, Arizona, Mississippi. There are places that Alabama, I'm never visiting them.
No.
Never.
To do what? Rock climbing?
Never.
Or be racially abused?
New Hampshire, Vermont. What? Not a chance.
I'd go there, man.
Well, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Yeah, go on, guys. I listen, I ain't got no one, so you guys crack on. I mean, Donald Trump is definitely not that guy. Because what the flip was that? That is madness. That is madness.
You know, that's anything to say about your manager.
Yeah, but I don't think that's right. I don't think Arteta should get not that guy for this.
Arteta.
That's the players. It's the players. And he did have head loss though. He did have head loss. 4 subs, like for like. 55
Hey,
minutes.
did you hear Peter announcing those subs?
Oh,
he was spitting.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Peter, you going to Leeds this weekend? So last time you went there, you was a victim of racismo.
What?
I wasn't a victim of it. I heard it in droves, but I wasn't a victim of it.
He's not a victim, bro.
My man's controlling the narrative.
Nah, because it was a different race that got it. Bear in mind where Leeds is. Think about who their biggest rivals are. And what are they known for?
Yeah,
right.
I know exactly what ethnicity we're discussing here.
You know exactly what I'm saying.
Is that what they like? I mean, that is what they like up there, but damn.
Hey, speaking of racism, yeah, can I tell you a funny story that happened at the shop this week? You know what? This is gonna need like all of your attention for about 7 minutes. Yeah,
7.
So post AFCON final, 2 things happened. 2 North African clients were in the shop separate times. The first one is doing the performative. Hey, you see me, man? I hate North Africans, man. And everyone's like, whoa, buddy. What's going on here? Do you know what I mean? Because he has just seen the videos of the towel gate and all them other things there, do you know what I mean? And he's like, bro, what are they doing that for real, man? Like, I didn't even see that, you know. And
you sound like Mo
looking at him like,
yeah, you do.
Yeah, I must say.
You sound like Mo Gilligan doing the road voice.
Yeah.
And he's like, me and Dio looking at the guy like, where have you been? Like, I don't believe people who say they haven't seen those things who are North African. I don't believe you. When you say you ain't seen it, yeah. So he's like, bro, if a North African came to the shop, I tell them, man, don't like you, look, man. And me and my client are looking at this guy like, why are you being bare performative, bro? We get it, man. You know what I mean? So he then proceeds to ask us, like, obviously, deep Senegalese, I'm there. He's like, so, you see what you black Africans, yeah? What does it feel like?
Flipping hell.
So I'm just looking at this brother like, this guy's like we have to live with it. I said, there's a North London derby how many years ago where Aubameyang got a banana thrown at him by an Indian man. Like, we're not gonna sit here and pretend like in North Africa, whether you're Tunisian, Moroccan, like, we're not gonna sit here and pretend Algerian. We're not gonna sit here and pretend like there's not been an anti Black African rhetoric in those countries. We're not going to do this in 2026. Like when like this is on all sorts of social media.
Oh mate.
It's like what we doing here? And so the second one, the second story is flipping hilarious. This guy's in my chair talking about he understands the logic of the stewards and the ball boys who were taking the towels, isn't it? I said, my brother, what's going on here, man? Explain to me. He said, Morocco and Saudi Arabia are the judge capitals of the world. I said, what's going on here?
What?
And then he said, what's it called? So they think that the Senegalese players are doing judge to them. So I'm like, hold on. So if you lot are the supreme masters of witchcraft and wizardry, why? Obviously, sorry, the guy's not Moroccan. I said, so why didn't they do it to get to the AFCON final and win? He said, yeah, but it don't work like that. So I said, well, it don't work.
Yo.
And then I said, when was the last time Judge worked in a football tournament? He said, Algeria versus England 2010. I said, who won the game? I said, who won the game, yeah? He said England. So I said, what? So it didn't work.
I don't. Do you remember? I thought there was an owl in the crossbar, though. Just chilling, though.
Like, I was like, wait, what? What's going on here?
I swear that game was 0-0, was it not?
Yeah,
I thought that was 0-0. I don't know why I thought that was 0-0.
I don't know.
That's what Rooney was like. It's nice to be your own. It's nice when your own fans boo you.
Nice to hear your own fans booing you. Yeah, that's the one. Nice to hear your own fans booing you. You just hear this if Vuvuzela in the background.
No, guys, the aftermath of the AFCON final at the shop was comedy. Absolutely.
No, you need a GoPro in the corner of that barber
Oh,
shop. Let me tell you right now, that is
we'll
great TV.
get flagged.
The thing is, you get flagged, cancelled twice. But it is great. You should go on Channel 4. E4 will let you run that. Channel 5, E4, Channel 4, them lot will let you run that.
Everybody's face has to be
Twitch or something. Twitch or something, man.
Yeah, it has to be a Twitch.
It has to be a Twitch.
Like
Recognition.
And look at the comments here, because Endo says, but Ernest, let's not act like Black Africans don't tell North Africans that they ain't proper. See, I've heard this rhetoric, and I'm like, I've never heard people say
Never heard that. Never heard
and
that.
And then Nat says, Endo, them man talk like they're European and have bare vim for Black Africans. They can shut up. Morocco even applied to join the European Union. That's the thing I always say. I'm like, they actually applied to leave the African Union to be part of the European Union. Europe said, nah.
By the way, isn't there a World Cup where Spain, Portugal, and Morocco are hosting it?
Yeah, that's the next one. It's the next one.
So for me, I'm just like, I think you guys covered AFCON well last week or 2 weeks ago. But I think it was a fitting opera of what African politics can be like culturally. I think it was brilliant because we also referees throughout the knockouts allowing Morocco in ways that they didn't allow other teams.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with Senegal walking off the pitch. I understand the reasoning, obviously, because it's passion and stuff. But I love the fact that Mane was like, man, them come, because we got to finish this game. And then, it let it do what it do. And then they won. So I was gassed.
It's been one of them ones, man. It's what 2026?
Just how it was kicked off.
We're on fire at the moment.
Yeah.
We're on friggin' fire. Guys, that's going to wrap up this week's Top 4 podcast, man. You lot have been sensational. It's been great. You lot have helped me get over this weekend. So I really appreciate it.
Nah, you know what? You lot need to flood this guy's WhatsApp because,
There has been a
he
lot.
is getting away with it a bit too easy, Steve.
No, but I can't lie. Ernest, that's for you, man, to throw the punches. I'll throw the laughs. I'll throw the laughing emoji. I'll thumbs up.
Listen, you go see your counter Patriots. 2 hours of AFTV, Peter. I need you to watch.
There's no need. All I need is Papa Vengs, and that's it. Papa Vengs is all I need.
To watch the Big Six.
Hey, Peter.
I need you to watch.
Wenger said the football Arsenal playing is not clean. You know, I found that funny because he was looking for the right word to say. Like, he didn't want to be too offensive. And he wanted to stay on the air. And he said, it's not pure, it's not clean. I said, oh my God.
That's so funny. I love the way he talks, man. I love the way he talks, man.
From proper veins. Oh my goodness.
Let me tell you, we turn up
You know,
like
it
that
hurts
against
him.
Leeds. Let me tell you.
The Champions League on Wednesday, every game is on at the same time.
Yeah, every game.
Yes,
Final
it is,
game.
Oscar.
Yeah, it's the final game. Final
Monday.
I can't lie. I think this is the best part of the whole format because all manner of madness. It's almost like the final day of the league season. Anything can happen. It's a free for all.
If you, it's what, an 18-game ACCA that is on the line. If you want,
We're playing Kairat Almaty from
Oh,
you know what,
Kazakhstan.
Robin? I'm
Like,
not
that's like
gambling that.
7-0.
Leave it alone.
Say that?
I spent £2 and pick win, lose.
Brother.
That could be a crazy one.
Anyway, guys, we'll be back next week.
We have Endo because it's the same thing in the Europa. So
What's that?
Why did you answer? Why did you answer? Why did you
It is what
answer?
it is. It is because
Oh, sugar.
it's the same format. Yeah.
Man. That's funny.
Yeah, the games next week very quickly. Brighton at home to Everton, Leeds at home to Arsenal, Wolves at home to Bournemouth. 5:30 kickoff is Chelsea West Ham. The 8 o'clock kickoff on Saturday is Liverpool Newcastle United. Sources on Sunday we've got Villa Brentford on Sunday. Then it's Man United Fulham on Sunday. 2 o'clock kickoff.
That's
Forest
going to
at
be
home
the
to-
test. That's going to be the test if we're
I'll
being
turn
serious
it
with
in.
vibes.
The test.
It's going to be the
What's-
test.
Okay, let me
Because
guess.
it's vibes. Because it's either we've been playing on vibes or we can do something. That's what I'm saying.
Well, no, to Robin's point, yeah, I feel like Man United Fulham is the most drawn Premier League fixture in history.
It is.
0-0, 2-2. Like, yeah. Oh my
He
word.
said the home game against Fulham is the test.
The test. You turn up for the big games, but we struggle with the small. Listen, I've seen us lose against 10-man Everton. So don't tell me otherwise.
You know what? Peter, you know what? It's going to be poetic.
Carrick plays
You know what? It's going to be
football.
poetic, Peter. Because next week on the pod, Robin's going to tell you, I told you, are we going to beat Fulham?
Nah, come on. They're going to batter Fulham. They're playing football. That's the first tick.
Big up Michael Carrick, man. And as Oscar says, Amarim just looks worse and worse in the line.
Amarim
Worse
took
every
30
part of the minute.
I said it at the beginning of the show. Amarim
One of
took
my boys
35
said,
games to win back-to-back games, and Carrick has won back-to-back games in 2 games.
no, honestly, one of my boys said he better enjoy that 10 million, yeah? Because the more games that United win, or the better the performances get, who's going to take you?
Yeah, tanks his value, tanks his reputation.
Yeah,
day
tanks
by
him.
day.
Like,
Day by day.
Passport in Lisbon.
To France, bro.
Do you go to Marseille? Do you go to Leverkusen? Do you go to
You'll be at
Dortmund?
Monaco,
I'm not
mate.
Sure.
You'll be at Monaco, man.
Yeah, like when the new clubs are listening to his presentation, like, are we buying it? Like,
Because Carrick is not a great manager by any measure of the word. And this is what he's able to produce with no transfer window, no input into like what went into recruitment. And this is what he's produced in 2 games against 2 best teams in the league, and you couldn't get 2 wins in a row.
Well,
So-
but you needed his also perfect profiles to his also perfect system. Imagine that.
Man United was thinking of getting rid of Kobe Mainu, man. Get this guy over here.
Forest at home to Palace. That's going to be a big blockbuster game as well. And the 4:30
Is it?
is
yeah, class. That's
The Brennan Johnson derby.
tension. And 4:30 kickoff is Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester City. Monday night will be Sunderland at home to Burnley. Holy smokes!
Yeah.
Everyone in Sunderland and Burnley will be at the game.
Even then, they might give it a pass on a Monday.
That game's got no views. Will have no views on Monday night.
But that's going to get like 86,000.
Do you know what they have to do?
eyes.
They've got to pull it out the back. They've got to get Zidane on the Monday Night Football. That's the only way you're going to get coverage. Zidane and Figo.
No, but then again, Peter, I know you said in terms of blockbuster, but that's a disrespect to him. You want him to feast his eyes on that 90 minutes.
No,
One of the most graceful, elegant players in history.
He will talk about Madrid for the first hour and a half of the show.
Yeah.
Then the last half an hour will be about Madrid again.
And then Jamie will ask him if it's true. Did you almost sign for Blackburn?
That's how it'll end. That wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. We'll be back every single Monday, as you know, live streaming. And make sure to follow us on the Twitter, on the X, on the Insta, on the TikToks. Where else are we? Everywhere. YouTube at Top 4 Podcast. We'll be back next week. Until then, we're out. Peace.